What's up, y'all? I hope y'all having a good night. I wanted to talk about this Shanquella Robinson case and a few other things. So, let's get to it. So basically, they are not going to press charges in the Shanquella Robinson case. But basically, they said it's not enough evidence, which is plenty of evidence. It showed her getting beat on camera, and she was not even fighting back. And then, on top of that, Mexico's autopsy and America's autopsies have conflicting stories. So Mexico's autopsy shows that she had a broken neck and severed spine. America's autopsy showed that the death was undetermined. So what's crazy about this to me is that it seems like Mexico is doing more to try to find justice for this young lady than America is. And basically what this is doing, America turning a blind eye to this case, is basically showing how much they care about black citizens. So what this is doing is basically making black citizens a target when they go to other countries, because people know, hey, the United States don't care about their black citizens like that. They're just going to turn a blind eye to it like they did this Shanquella Robinson case. They're just going to turn a blind eye to it. And you heard about the four black people that got kidnapped when they went to Mexico. And the thing is, it was a lot of conflicting stories. A lot of the people in Mexico was trying to justify it, saying like, hey, they was doing something they're not supposed to do. They was down there trapping. It was a drug deal gone wrong. And I just asked simple questions. I said, hey, okay, well, if it's a drug deal going wrong, how did it go wrong? And they was like, well, they was trying to rob the cartel. And I was like, okay, so why would 4 people go to the cartel's territory to try to rob them? Like, that doesn't make any logical sense at all. And they had another story saying they tried to rob a pharmacy. Okay, my question again is, why would 4 people go to the city that they went to, it was Metamoris, I think so. I gotta look it up again. It's been a minute since I've really been paying attention to it, but I think it was Metamoris, Mexico. And basically it has a level 4 travel advisory. So why would they go to a country with a level 4 travel advisory and try to rob a pharmacy where they are outnumbered? Like, that's not making any sense at all. That's not making any sense at all. Like, why would they go do that? And when I asked those questions, they really couldn't. Nobody could really respond to that, because I made a TikTok talking about it, and it was like, why they was down there for. But back to the topic, the Shanquella Robinson case. Basically what this is doing is setting a precedent and showing the whole world that the United States do not care about black people like that. So if you were to rob or kidnap black people like that in the United States, nothing is going to be done about it. And I'm not trying to make this a black or white thing, but that is the case. That is what's going to happen from this. And on top of that, I'm a type of person like this. I feel like justice should be served no matter who did the crime, especially if you're an innocent person. This young lady was an innocent person. She wasn't doing nothing illegal. She didn't bother nobody. She was innocent. She wasn't even fighting back in the videos. And they just sat there and watched her get beat. So no matter if it's a white police officer killing a black person that was innocent or unarmed, or a case like this young lady getting killed by her so-called friends, getting murdered on camera, and they just sat there and watched. And to me, they was planning and plotting this the whole time, because they went all the way out to Mexico, and she really trusted these people. They went all the way out to Mexico and waited to do this. She's thinking she's in good hands. She's talking about how she's having fun, and all this time they had secret animosity towards her. They trying to take her out. Or even if they didn't try to take her out, they plotting and planning against her to beat her up, and she wasn't fighting back. Once you seen she wasn't fighting back, because she wasn't even expecting it. She looking at them like they her friends. She wasn't even expecting that. And then to end up dead by the people you call the so-called friends, that's crazy. And that's why I've been seeing people talking about why can't we have friends like we used to in 2023. I've been looking for friends, and the thing is, in 2023 it's hard to trust people. And I do have friends myself, people who I grew up with, people who I went to high school with, family or whatever. But even then, we kick it every once in a while. It's not no everyday thing. But I can most definitely trust them, and when I'm with them, I don't have to worry about none of that. And it's hard just trusting people these days, because you don't know what people's intentions is. I seen somebody comment under my TikTok post, because I made a TikTok post about this. They said it was a blood sacrifice, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was that, because I've been hearing a lot of cases about people, being surrounded by their so-called friends, and incidents happen to where they almost got killed, and their friends just sit there and watch and didn't do anything. They didn't call authorities. They didn't call for help or anything like that, and they just sit there and watch. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that. Some people be like, you reaching with things like that, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that. But you really got to be careful with people who you call your friends. If you pick up any type of vibes, or or they're showing you any type of signs to where they not really messing with you like that, you should keep your distance. You got to be very careful of who you call your friends, especially in 2023. I mean, it's dangerous out here, and I really want justice for this young lady, man. She definitely did not deserve that. She definitely didn't deserve that. And for the fact that the United States really dragged on this case, they really dragged on this case. Like I said, Mexico seemed to be doing more. And on top of that, the autopsies was conflicting. It makes me feel like there is something bigger going on with this case in itself. Cause like why is the autopsies conflicting? Why in Mexico it showed that she had a broken neck and a severed spine, but in America it's undetermined? Like, what's really going on? So yeah, it just all seems weird to me, and I want justice for this lady. All 6 of them people, everybody who sat there and watched it happen, everybody who did not do anything, they should all be locked up, and they should be locked up in the Mexico prison as well. They should be locked up in the Mexico prison as well. Because I'm all for justice, whether a white person did it or a black person did it. But we gotta hold our own people accountable, just like we hold the white officers accountable, the white racist people accountable. We gotta hold our own people just as accountable as well. Because we also have to clean house from people that do things like this. We gotta clean house. If you want a successful, prosperous community, we gotta clean house as well. So we gotta hold black people accountable as well. And we gotta have just as much outrage, especially when it's innocent people getting killed.